the hostages says that he got down on the ground, pretended to be dead for 2 hours while SWAT negotiated with this gunman.
Yeah, so Melanie's joining us now with more about his story, certainly, and another man who survived. It is just incredible what they're telling us.
It is, and honestly, it was a fluke. His leg fell asleep, and that's why he made that noise. So it's Roger Green. He says he never heard Humphrey say anything. All he could hear was bullets, and he started running. Now, Green told Channel 4's Francesca Amaker he and 2 others locked themselves in an office just feet away from that gunman, and they stayed quiet.
I took off in there, me and the lady and a man, and we locked the door, and I got on my back on the floor, and the man got up under the table, and the lady, she was to the back, she was on the side of the door like this.
What would you say to Nicholas Humphrey now?
Hard to say, but all I can say is God is still good.
Amen.
And who don't know God, they need to know Him right now, not later now. Because life ain't promised to nobody. Somebody be in there.
So Green had to be taken to the hospital because his high blood pressure was still elevated after the situation was peacefully resolved. And then the other hostage guys I was talking about, he's credited with creating the distraction that allowed the SWAT team to get everyone out safely. So you see him highlighted there in that video of the hostages being freed. Brown says that he and a woman were hiding, and Humphrey didn't know they were there. They decided to make a run for it, and he says his leg fell asleep, and it caused him to knock down several chairs, but that was the distraction that police needed to move in. And he talked about how it really literally was just a fluke. He was getting up to run, noticed his leg fell asleep, he knocked down several chairs, and again, that loud noise allowed police to move in and rescue all of the hostages. Now, Community First Credit Union issued a statement last night saying in part, "We are so thankful that today's hostage situation was resolved, and it resolved itself in a safe way. Our hearts and prayers are with the families, with the membership. We are thankful and appreciative of JSO, and law enforcement, and the bank will be closed until Monday just for other members." Jen, Nikki, back to you.
Thank you, Melanie. 7 of the hostages were customers at the bank, men and women who were basically thrown into a situation that no one ever thinks that they need to prepare for.
I mean, exactly. And News4JAX crime and safety analyst Gil Smith joins us live on the phone this morning. Gil, you know, I think the first question is, with all your experience with JSO and in law enforcement, what do if anything like this ever happens to you?
Well, you look at this situation that happened at the credit union. Some of the things the hostages did defied any type of hostage training. Like Mr. Brown saying the dog came up to him and sniffed him and he just sent them away. I mean, so you really have to adjust to the situation that you're in. But most importantly, you have to realize that the first 45 minutes or so are the most dangerous and most volatile time in a hostage situation, because the perpetrator may not have intended to take hostages. He's thinking fight or flight. He's very angry and upset. And it's best to be calm and don't even speak to him, because if you're argumentative with them, then he might just decide, okay, I have to show these people I'm in power and I have control. They may beat someone or kill one of the hostages just to get the other hostages in line. So you want to be quiet and only speak when you're spoken to, and only like the absolutely necessary. Another thing is you want to be very observant. You want to look at the number of hostages, the type of weapons, how many people are injured, how many perpetrators are there, how are they dressed, their demeanor, what they're talking about, in case you are able to get out and you need to relay that information to law enforcement. You also want to treat them very kindly, treat them like royals almost, because people respond more favorably when you're nice to them. And another important thing is to be patient, because you're locked in and you're expecting for SWAT or police to just come in any second and rescue you. But it doesn't happen like that. Sometimes it takes a long time to talk with them, figuring out what's going on. And you start to develop a feeling, well, these people don't even care about me. I'm here on my own. No one's working on my behalf. But once law enforcement is notified, that from that point on, they're always working on your behalf. You just don't see that. So it can be very frustrating.
You know what, Gil, and we were showing some video while you were speaking of the battering ram, basically, that they have this bobcat that's affixed with, sheets of metal. I'm looking at this, and you're thinking there are 13 people inside this bank. How do you stay calm in a situation like that, and thankful that JSO has this kind of equipment to make entry fast?
Yeah, I need to speak about that, because there's a lot of controversy about the militarization of police departments. This is a big controversy around the country. We have these type of bobcats and armored vehicles, but they're not used to go around patrolling neighborhoods and pulling cars over. They're used in situations like this to protect officers and to help them gain entry very quickly. And we saw that in San Bernardino. A lot of officers gathered behind one of those bobcats in case they were fired at. Then the bullets wouldn't get to them. Now, they couldn't do that with a regular police car because they would have been killed. So this is what this equipment is used for. It's used for situations like this, or if they have to snatch burglar bars off of a door and make entry. It's used for these extreme situations, not everyday patrol. So it's good that they had this because the officers were able to be safe and they were able to get to, and the thing moved very quickly to knock the door in while he was distracted. And the biggest thing for me is just the bravery of the officers to put themselves between the gunman and the hostages. Now, I don't know if he had a gun at that point, but in SWAT situations and a lot of situations you hear about police officers killing people and shooting people. But they were able to use enough restraint to get him under control without shooting him. And I just think they should really be commended for their work.
Absolutely. Gil Smith joining us live on the phone this morning, and thank you so much for helping us, shed some light on this throughout the situation yesterday as he was joining us live on our air all morning long. Well, situations involving hostages, I mean, thankfully, it's something law enforcement really rarely has to deal with.
So according to FBI statistics, there were more than 4,000 bank robberies last year. 56 of those involved hostages. So consider that. 56, only 56 out of 4,000. This is according to those FBI statistics and interviews with some of the people who were held hostage yesterday. In fact, you can see some of that information on our website. Just click on this story on our homepage of news4jax.com.